The National Union of Public Workers on the verge of quitting the umbrella C2SAB trade union organization. That's our top story in our Barbados Today morning news update for Thursday, February the 22nd. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. The membership of the island's largest public sector trade union in the labor movement's umbrella body is hanging by a thread as the National Union of Public Workers is threatening to sever ties with the Congress of Trade Unions and the Staff Associations of Barbados, or C2SAB. Barbados Today understands that the matter will be tabled at the union's council meeting today, and if approved, the NUPW will cease to belong to the C2SAB, making it the second major trade union to leave the grouping since it was launched in 1995. Neither Akani McDowell, the union's president, nor Roslyn Smith, the general secretary, would discuss the proposed divorce, which would almost certainly mean the NUPW would also lose its place in the social partnership, a tripartite entity designed to serve as a problem-solving mechanism aimed at reducing social and industrial unrest in the country. However, a source familiar with the developments in the union told Barbados Today the rift stemmed from C2SAB's refusal to back the NUPW's two-day strike in January, which was aimed at pressuring the Frontier Stewart administration into acceding to the union's pay demands. The pushback against reparations by former colonial slave traders is being described by Professor Sir Hilary Beckles as a great immorality. Sir Hilary, who is chairman of the CARICOM Reparation Commission, told a news conference at the Cayfield campus of the University of the West Indies yesterday that the fight on behalf of Caribbean peoples must go beyond diplomatic levels.
This is a legal case that has to be addressed and addressed forcefully for the future. This 21st century is going to be very long. We are here at the beginning of it, and the war has already started against us. You only have to listen to American politics and global politics. The war is against us. This is a long century ahead of us. We have to get our act together right now to deal with this. Otherwise, the next 50, 60 years, we have no future.
The government of Barbados made well over $250 million in debt repayments in the financial year 2017-2018. His contribution to the estimates debate in the Senate yesterday, Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister, Darcy Boyce, also said this was more than the government had achieved in the previous year. In sports now, Barbados Pride are through to the final of the regional Super 50. Late last night, they beat the British side Kent by 13 runs under the Duckworth-Lewis system. Chasing a final revised target of 230 due to rain interruptions, Kent only managed to score 216 for 8 in their allotted overs. The Barbados Pride will now face the winner of the Jaguars Volcano semi-final in Antigua today. The final is on Saturday in Antigua as well.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
I speak to you in the most expeditiously and bombacious manner. AgroFest 2018 is here, so why are you procrastinating your physiognomies? Go and get your tickets now at all the approved box offices. And listen, the ticket prices have been reduced. Dolly, Dooksy and Dan can be there, so why not you? AgroFest 2018, you farming the future. And as the young people say, AgroFest can be lit. AgroFest can be chopping. AgroFest got me so excellent.
Welcome back with news from the region now. The long delay in establishing Guyana's cold case unit has become a stumbling block in cracking unsolved, high-profile murder cases by the police there. This despite the fact that the police were able to solve 77% of murders which occurred in 2017. 8GPTV's Kristen McClingham has more.
In January of this year, Acting Commissioner of Police David Ramnarine stated that 77% of all murder cases for 2017 had been solved, the highest percentage achieved by the Guyana Police Force in years. But what about the unsolved cold cases such as that of Monica Reese, a 19-year-old security guard whose body was dumped from a speeding pickup vehicle in Main Street on Good Friday 1993? According to Crime Chief Paul Williams, this will be a priority case once the cold case unit is up and running.
They have a lot of calls as it relates to Monica Reese and so forth. Monica Reese's case, that will be one of the matter coming into our cold case unit. As soon as our cold case unit gets established, Monica Reese will be one.
However, at this time, it is unclear when this unit would be established, although in July 2016, Commissioner of Police Silal Persad had told media operatives that the police force was being challenged by the public to reopen and possibly solve murders that have remained unsolved, some in excess of 25 years.
And on the global front, residents in the besieged eastern Ghouta district near the Syrian capital Damascus say they are waiting for their turn to die as they continue to endure one of the most intense bombardments of the near 8-year conflict. We get the rest of the story in this UN News report.
This is what it's like to live in a town under siege and bombardment. Residents of Syria's eastern Ghouta district say they're waiting for their turn to die. At least 38 people died on Wednesday, 310 since Sunday night. The UN is warning of war crimes.
Very important debate related to the chart. I am deeply saddened by the terrible suffering of the civilian population in eastern Ghouta, 400,000 people that live in hell on earth.
There are calls for humanitarian access to be granted.
And that's news and sports. But for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, as well as screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.